Welcome back to the DL Hughley Show, and now it's time for a little note from the GED section.
What will America believe? What it sees and what it hears, or its lying eyes? What will we do? Donald Trump is a liar. Donald Trump has abused his power. Donald Trump has violated the Emoluments Clause. Now, all of these things add up to high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, I can't say that he has done things that he can go to jail for, but I can say he has done things he should lose his job for. As a matter of fact, the Mueller report basically says that the only reason he didn't get indicted is because he's the president of the United States of America. When the only reason you keep your job is because of the job you have, you should not have it. Now, there are all these people contorting to make sense of it. We know that he made a call with the Ukrainian leader, and he tried to get that leader to intercede in to interfere in America's elections. We also know he did it with Russia too. Now we know Russia made entrees to the Trump camp, and that Trump was friendly to them at best. And what they weren't able to do is to concretely say that there was involvement. But we know he was. We heard him say, "Russia, if you're listening, give me those emails." We heard him say that I was on the phone with the Ukrainian prime minister and I said, "Do me a favor, though." We also know that aid for that country, $400 million, was held up until September 14th. That the several members of Congress and the Senate were concerned about it, and that he did not release it until Senator Rob Portman from Ohio told him that there would be trouble if he didn't. He was holding that money that had already been appropriated by Congress as a hammer against his enemies. That is not only illegal, that is bribery, and that is an abuse of power. It is also an abuse of power to try to hold the G6 or G7 at your place and enrich yourself. Now, his property in Doral, that property has been doing bad since 2015. So even putting people there makes him money. We know that when he had his places in Scotland, that when in Europe, when they land, they have to stay drive 3 hours and stay there. We know what Donald Trump is. And one thing I never want to hear from Republicans is this idea of black-on-black crime. What Republicans are doing to Republicans is unsavory and unseemly. Now listen, you don't have to agree with somebody. We can agree on these facts. The people who are testifying against or giving depositions against Donald Trump in this Ukrainian issue have stellar reputations. They have been around for a long time. They have served several administrations. They are known to be truthful. They are known to be professional. They are well respected. And they love their countries and have sacrificed often for those countries. Can you say the same about Donald Trump? Can you say he ever sacrificed anything for America? These people sacrifice life and limb and income and prestige and reputation for America. Has he? You heard people, person after person, put him in the room and say that they had the same concerns that the whistleblower did. You heard them say that he heard that it was quid pro quo. And then you'll hear a Republican congressman come out, I didn't hear that. Did you not hear him when he said there were good people on both sides? Did you not hear him when he said China, when he talked to the Ukrainians in China and asked them to interfere to investigate Biden? You heard those things. You turned it the other way. You have heard Donald Trump lie and mismanage and tell blatant falsehood after falsehood, and you contort to make it right. Here's what the decision is. You can't say that you don't believe he did it. You can't say that you don't believe he's guilty. What you can say is you're not willing to do anything about it. You can say you lack the courage of the conviction you've always told us to have. You can say you believe accountability is only for the less than. Donald Trump is guilty, and the forefathers, as many things as they got wrong, got this right. They held out a remedy that if you are an elected official and you have abused your power and you have done things that violate the public trust, you should go. And if you don't make him go after all these things that he has done, then strike the possibility from impeachment out of the Constitution and strike the word moral and accountability out of your lexicon. That's a little note from the GD section. Thank you for watching our show today. Thank you to Ananda Lewis for joining us this Friday. Of course, I'm going to be at the Microsoft Theater along with my compatriots George Lopez, Said the Entertainer, and Eddie Griffin. We're going to be back with comedian Amanda Seals tomorrow on an all-new episode of the DL Hughley Show. Kia, my very favorite lesbian. Smash that button. We got to scoot. It's the DL Hughley Show. We will see you on the other side. Let me give it to you.